Welcome back, everyone. I hope you are having a fantastic day. I certainly am, even though it's a little early for me. But we had to get up early because today is the big day where we're gonna display the Supra at one of the biggest car shows in entire Germany. And we got quite the drive ahead of us, so let's go. Well, I guess that's my ride for today. Alright, here's the game plan. So the first thing we're gonna do is actually pick up the Supra from the wrapping shop, because we just left the Supra there for us to actually load it onto a trailer once we go to the car show, which is today, so we need to pick it up there, load it onto the trailer, and then make our way 3 hours approximately to the actual show. But one thing I haven't told you yet is that my dad is actually also displaying his car at the car show, which would be the 350Z. This was actually my old car, now it's his. So I'm really stoked that he's also gonna display his car at the car show. Anyways, we first need to get there. Let's go and pick up the Supra. Alright, switched to the phone because it's just so much more convenient. I will probably also film everything you will see at the car show on my phone, just because I don't want to walk around with that huge camera setup all day. Anyways, we are on our way, and what a view. It feels so surreal just seeing this thing on the trailer right in front of me. Like, I can literally tailgate my own car now. We got about like 2.5 to 3 hours more to go, so it's definitely gonna be quite the ride. I'll catch you guys when we are at the show. Guys, we have finally made it to the car show. Look at how insane the Supra looks with all of the decoration. Huge shout out to my dad who pulled all of this off. We are basically trying to recreate the famous final race scene, for which we also got this little diorama thing, just to give some context. And here is the real deal. It's insane, it's absolutely insane. This railroad crossing sign even blinks. I don't know, I really wanted to film the entire setup process, but honestly this was like a very, very stressful day, because I was driving the Z, my dad was driving the Supra on the trailer, and the car actually almost got impounded by the police because it's just a little bit too low and the headlights apparently are not street legal here in Germany. So it was a whole ordeal just to get this car here, but we finally managed to pull it off. And yeah, now it's just the finishing touches, putting some underglow on both cars, just giving the Z a quick clean. I already fully cleaned the Supra, and just look how insane that looks. And the coolest thing is that here is the entrance of the show, basically, or one of the walkways. And well, I think I don't have to say anything other than just look at this view. That's the first thing you see when you actually enter this entire huge hall right here. Beautiful GTR right there, Supra, another Supra Mark V, and there we got the real deal. Insane. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow once everything is fully set up, and then let the show begin. Alrighty, the show is about to start, and before all of the people rush in to look at all of these awesome cars, I really want to give you a quick tour of some of the highlights in our little space right here. This is the JDM space, so all of the import cars are right here. Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift Evo. Honestly insane. The guy with the Evo was super nice. He followed me on Instagram, so make sure to follow him on Instagram as well. He did great work with his Evo. It's not a one-to-one replica just like mine, but it is a tribute car, and he did it so well. Yeah, that's my territory right here. RX-8. I'm wondering if he has a street port or anything like that, but beautiful. all in all, like every year, people are really going out of their way to decorate their stands, like their car, just like that. You can see there's just a little light bar around it. So many people actually have just like a little bit of decoration. So usually this entire area right here is for private car owners, and there are some companies here and there, just like Time Attack Masters. But yeah, there are just so many cars, and I think I will not be able to cover like even a small part of them, but I'll try my best to cover the highlights at least. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I mean. Like many people, they really like to decorate their cars, which I think is pretty cool. Like in this case, they just put some LEDs around it, but I think that's pretty cool with some info right there. A Celica with some nice decoration as well. Beautiful R32 GTR. This really makes me miss my R32, even though I only had a GTST, but the platform is just so amazing to drive. Little yellow 8.6 right there. But yeah, all in all, I gotta say, this year it's very tame when it comes to cars. There are like many Civics, another Civic right here, Yaris, Miata, R32. But what I'm kind of missing this year are these up builds, you know, like last year there were some really messed up builds where you were just standing in front of it and you were like, dude, why? That's kind of missing today. But regardless, still some beautiful cars right here, and that's just one area of this entire event. There are actually 8 of these huge halls, so over the next couple of days I will try my best to cover most of them, but this is basically just for the pure JDM hall. This guy right here was also here last year. Awesome paint. I was really thinking about wrapping the Supra in this paint paired with chrome because it just fits so well. And also, funnily enough, every year they actually give you trophies for different types of categories, such as best wrap, best of Toyota, etc., best decoration. And I'm really hoping that today, or well, this year at the end of the event, we will be able to snag a trophy ourselves, because honestly, I think for best movie car, we got it. Or well, maybe not, because the Fast and Furious Evo back there is kind of our enemy here. But enough of all of the JDM cars. Let's head over to some of the other areas. We are now in the Motorsport Experience Hall. I don't know what the S15 is doing here. I don't know what that has to... Oh, wait. Well, RB25. S15 apparently. So that explains it. Not really my cup of tea, but wait, oh yeah. The 8.6. This one has actually been in our area last year, but apparently now it is here. Just love this Swiss Tracks grid arrangement right here, dude. And of course there are also these advertisement halls where there are basically big brands such as BBS, ST, Suspension, Fox exhaust systems. Ooh. Dude, completely white out. M3. Wait, M3? M4? I'm really not that good with my BMW, so I'm sorry if I just offended like 1,000 people, but that looks clean AF. But that's where it's at for me, dude. Even with the Acura logo, that's so sick. And if you're from the US and if you don't understand why I'm so hyped about the Acura logo, it's because in Germany, these were the Honda NSX. So they weren't called Acura, that's only for the US, as far as I know. There are a bunch of people in Germany and in Japan who do this emblem swap, basically. They swap their Toyota, for example, for a Scion, and their Honda for an Acura, so I don't know. It's just cool to see that. To be honest, I think this year I am, in fact, a little bit disappointed, because there is just not all that much where you go like, whoa, you know, where it just blows your mind. It's just overall a good show. And this, everyone, is the exact reason why I'm not filming anything when the event started, because there's a metric ton of people, and it was actually even more than that in the morning. There's like absolutely no way of getting through all of these masses. I don't know if I said it before, but honestly, this year I'm a little disappointed in the lineup of cars. Like, you mostly see cars like these. There are many balls, but in every single area there's basically just something like this, like one car or two cars that are actually interesting to me, at least. And I'm really sorry for all the people who like stuff like this or like this, but that's just nothing for me. So, but I gotta say, even though I don't like every single car right here, which is totally fine, tastes are different, I still admire the work behind all of these builds. And that's what's so awesome about these events. Officially, moment of truth. Now it's time for the trophies. You can see them back there.
Dann machen wir weiter. Und zwar Platz 2 geht an.
Go!
Filme tatsächlich nicht so häufig.
Drecksau!
Ja,
du geiler Bock! And just like that, everyone, the show is over. What a couple of days it has been. Super happy with all of the people who were looking at the Supra. Like, it was just so fulfilling just to see all the people having such a connection to this car for obvious reasons. And there were also just like so many kids walking by this car who were just completely mind blown, because, well, it's just almost the real deal from the movie. So it was really heartwarming to see them filled with joy as well. Now, sadly, the car did not win any prize. However, we did get second place for the best decoration on the event, which was the final race scene from the movie in real life. And just like that, we made it back from the event, safe and sound with the Supra on the trailer. I'm currently in the process of editing the video, and to be honest, I have noticed that I didn't really film anything about the Supra, which was kind of the point of this whole video, but I hope I could at least give all of you a little bit of an impression of how the event was. As I said before, I was a little disappointed of the lineup of the entire event, but in my opinion, it was still an insane experience, just because of all of the people who were so fascinated by the Supra. And even though I didn't win a prize for the car, that's not what it's all about. It's about what the people thought about the car, and honestly, just seeing how many people were taking photos and how many times I got tagged on Instagram by people and all of the masses surrounding the car at the event, I can confidently say that the Supra was definitely one of the more popular cars on the entire event, which I'm very happy about. Now, the way home was definitely a little annoying, because we first had to trailer the Supra back to my shop. Then we had to drive with the empty trailer 3 hours to the event once again, load the 350Z on there, and then drive 3 hours back. So it was just a huge back and forth. So big thanks to the German police who was at fault here. But anyways, I mean, they were very nice, even though they almost impounded the 350Z. But I guess that's just the way it is, so gotta deal with it. Anyways, I really hope you have enjoyed this little summary video. It's nothing special, but I thought I would just film something here and there just to let you guys know how the event was. And I'll see you guys again next week with a proper video. Bye.